Hello, good morning, welcome to my channel. So today I'm having a me day. Now my part of my me day includes doing my laundry, cleaning up my house, soaking my feet, and washing my hair, and also treating my hair. So I know you're going to wonder, how is a me day, you cleaning your house and tidying up your house? But I'm one of those people that I cannot relax in a space that I don't feel like is not clean or tidy. The house is fairly clean, fairly tidy, but I have a sort of like an OCD where I can, if I see something out of place and I have to fix it, it doesn't matter where I am. So I need to like dust and mop the house and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. Now for my hair, I'm going to show you what I'm going to be using and how I'm mixing them up. And then when I apply it, I'll come back and show it to you. When I'm doing the foot massage, I'll show you if I remember, because I have a lot that I need to do today. I also need to catch up with my emails. So while I'm soaking my feet, I'm just going to relax and scroll through my emails. And then I have some training that I need to do. I missed some conferences that I signed up to join that were online, but luckily I was able to get, not me, they sent me the replay. Okay, one of my friends just sent me a message. Yeah, so they sent me a replay, so I'm just going to watch those replays. Then also another thing that I need to remember to do today is my son's graduation in in July. I need to go sort out his graduation. I know he can do it, but he just passed it over to me to book the tickets and everything. So I'm just gonna have to try and do that today. Again, you're gonna say, well, how is that immediate? You've got so much to do, but I'm gonna be chilling on my couch and doing it. And if anybody that knows me knows that I don't sit still. I always find something to do. I'm always walking up and down trying to do something. But today is going to be different. I'm just going to sit down, but just clean up the house. My house is not that big, you know. It's not like a huge mansion, so, and it's fairly clean anyway. Just a little dusting, wiping down using what's it called? Clean wet wipes, and wipe down the place. Mop the floor, do my laundry, which once you stick it in the washing machine, it does its own thing, and when it's finished, I can just spread it, and that's about it. So let's start with my product that I'm going to be putting on my hair. So I'm just going to pause this, turn this camera around, and I'll show you. All right, so these are my hair products that I'm going to be using today. So what I did was I'm making a henna gloss, more kind of, or a hair product gloss. So I have hydration elation, and then I have intensive hydration hair mask from Shea Moisture, and this is from Asayam. So what I did was there were just a little amount of it remaining, so I put the remaining of this one into this container, so that this has has nothing in it apart from the smell of the conditioner that is on the container itself. But every one of it, I took it out and put it into this one. So what I did was to create two groups. So the group that has so within this, which has the normal hair conditioner in it, which is the ones that mask that you use for intensive hair conditioning. So it was up to that amount. So I'm just gonna bend down. So it was up to that amount that I've put in. So now I divided my products into two. So this first group, which has and they're not too expensive. I bought them in a shop called Parks in London. So if you're in London, you live in London, it's easy for you to buy those products in Parks Cosmetics. But there are other African hair product shops that you can buy them from. So I've forgotten what the other shop is called. So if I'm not able to go to Parks, I would go to the other one. I can't remember, but if I remember, I'll put the name at the bottom. So I put Arita. So I put 2 spoons of Arita, 2 teaspoons of Arita into this one that has nothing in it. Put 2 teaspoons. Then the next thing was the amla. I put 3 teaspoons of amla again into this particular one. Then the next thing I put was the neutral henna, which is called cassia powder. So this doesn't really color your hair, but it has all the benefits of this one without necessarily coloring your hair. So the old one that I used to use this other henna, just the henna powder. But when I went to look for it, I couldn't find it, so I got this one, the cassia one. And I got it because I remember that with the first one, it was coloring my bathtub and I had to scrub it and everything. But with this one, I don't have that. It doesn't tint my bathtub, so I don't have to worry about washing it. But then I went back to the store and I saw this other one, so I bought it anyway. So now I'm going to be using two hennas. So this one is cassia powder. It's called the natural henna. It's a different type of henna, and then this is the original henna, the main pure henna. So again, I put 3 tablespoons of this one, and why am I saying tablespoons? 3 teaspoons of this one, the natural henna, and 3 teaspoons of the cassia powder. So I'm using both of them. Now I put them inside this container, and then I mixed it with hot water. So I boiled hot water and I mixed it, just because I don't have 6 hours to wait for it to release the dye. Now this doesn't need dye releasing, but this other one needs the dye released. So according to AI, with this, if you put it in room temperature, it will take 6 to 12 hours for the dye to release. If you put hot water, it should take 20 minutes to 1 hour. If you put it in a hot environment, so let's say it's a hot day and you put it in your car, it should take about 1 hour for the dye to release. If you leave it in a natural environment, it should take 2 to 6 hours for it to release. So again, it depends on how you want to do it. But because I don't want to mix all of these ones with this, when these do not need hot water, henna does need the hot water. Amla needs warm water, and Arita doesn't necessarily need, it just needs warm water. So these two need warm water. That needs the hot water to release the dye. That needs just warm water. That's it. So that's why I'm mixing them differently. So I'm going to show you what it looks like on the inside. So this is what it looks like. It's very, very runny. Not too runny, but it is runny. So if you see, yeah, that's what it looks like. And the reason I've made it this runny is because I want to be able to transfer all of it into this container later to mix it up. I mixed it. I wonder, why am I mixing it separately? Again, because I'm putting hot water in it. I don't want to put hot water into these ones and break down the chemical products of this one, thereby losing all the benefits that it was going to give me anyway. So that's why I mixed this separately. But again, I made it runny so that I can mix it, transfer it into this one easily. So I'm going to show you this other one and the things that I put in it. So that's the henna mix, and these are the things that I've put in it. Now there's a second one. This is the second mix, and that's the gloss, which I put my normal mask, this one from Shea Moisture, and the remainder of the I Am, which is that one. These two products I love so much because they're very good on my hair. Softens my hair, makes it easy to detangle, and keep it moisturized. So I usually buy those two. There's another one that I buy, which is the Shea Moisture. I think it's 3-in-1, and I've forgotten what it's called again, but I think I'm gonna go find it because I have another one of it. I'll find it and I'll show it to you in a minute. But in the meantime, let me show you, explain to you what I put in there. So I mixed it to this consistency, so it looks, so if I turn it this way, you see it's not coming off. And I like it this way because it means that when I put it on my hair, it's not glistening all over my body. But it will at some point because of the oil that I put in it, not this oil. And I'm going to show you the oil. So because as your hair gets warm, because your hair heats up and it will warm up the whole thing that you've put in your hair and wrapped up. So you're going to have it kind of like glisten all over your body, and if you have henna in it, it's going to stain your clothes. So always wear black t-shirt when you're coloring your hair, and it has to be a t-shirt that you don't mind getting stained or ruined, and it will just remain your hair the top. So what's in this? Now let's go there. So I've got Brahmi in the product. Again, I've put 1 teaspoon of Brahmi, and I have neem powder in it. I've put 2 teaspoons of neem, and then I have brain raj in it, and I've put 1 teaspoon of brain raj. Then I have the hibiscus. So my alarm is telling me to go wash my hair. Anyway, so I have the hibiscus, and I put 3 teaspoons of hibiscus. Also, hibiscus is kind of like reddish in color, just like the flower anyway. And so it does color the hair. So when you put it inside there with that and the henna and the amla, they both change. They affect the color that you actually get in your hair. If your aim is to color your hair, but my aim is not necessarily to color my hair, just to strengthen it. So this is what the henna powder color looks like, and I'm putting those small. I know a lot of people will put so much of those products in your hair and when they are mixing it. But if you think about a product that you're buying, and say, let's say for this one, you buy it and you go to the bottom, you will see that they're not packing a lot of these products into it. There's a reason they're not putting too much. You don't need to put too much of the things in your when you're mixing it. You just need a relative certain amount that you can put in it, and proportional amount into the product, and you'll get your results. If you have really long hair and really thick hair, then it's fine. Go mix as much, go put more in it so that you can cover your hair. But because I cut my hair, it's short, I don't need to put too much. I don't want to put anything in my fridge. You know, it's just like cooking food and batching it. If you want to do that, that's fine. But I don't want to keep any of these products in my fridge. I just want to, whenever I need it, I'm going to mix it then, so that I can get the immediate benefit of the products once I've mixed it. So these 4 are in this one with the normal hair mask. So another thing that I've put in it is this shea powder. I've put 2 teaspoons of shea powder into it, and then I've put fenugreek. Again, I put 2 teaspoons of fenugreek ground powder into it. And then the oils that I've put is batana oil, pure batana oil. It's got rosemary oil in it. And then I've put amla oil. Again, 100% natural amla oil. And then I've also put aloe vera oil, natural, 100% natural. And then I also put collagen. Now, I've put like 2 teaspoons of collagen powder, and MSM. I've put 2 teaspoons of MSM. Actually, I put 4 teaspoons of MSM. And then with the flaxseed powder, I've put 1 teaspoon. Now, the reason I've put 1 teaspoon is because this powder, when you mix it, it kind of like starts drawing. And so it sticks in your hair. It takes much longer to wash off. So I just put 1 teaspoon because it's still going to give me the effect that I need, or the benefit that I need, without having to cost me hours trying to wash it off. So these are all the things that I've put in it. So I've put that in it and I've mixed it up. And so the next thing is to cover them and put them in the bathroom. This is still warmish. So cover it and put it in my bathroom. My bathroom is the warmest part of my house, so that's where I'm going to leave it, and I'll leave it there for 1 hour minimum, and then I could go and do the rest of the chores in the house and have some breakfast, and then start my laundry. And once those are done, I need to finish the laundry, spread it, because I don't want to use dire hand to be spreading my clothes and staining them. So that means that at least minimum 1 hour, this should be ready, and I mix it up. And when I apply my hair, I'll show it to you. Okay, so for the oil, this is the oil that I put on my hair. So not every morning, because I'm supposed to like put it every morning, but I don't always put it, mostly because I'm wearing a wig and I don't want the wig to get too oily. So I just put a little bit on my temple. But in the evening when I come home, I try to put it in my scalp. That's why I put it in this sort of a bottle so that I can easily release this. Now this I got from when I used to dye my hair. So it used to have the develop in it and I kept it. So I used it for my oil. Now I'm going to show you the oils I put it in. So I have so many oils, but some of them I mix to make my body oil, and then some of them I mix to put on my hair product. Now I'll explain to you what I mean by body oil. I'm going to get the container, I'll show it to you. So I bought this oil, this container that had oil before in it, and I was using it for my hair. And when it finished and I looked at what it contained, it was quite good. So I said, okay, fine, I can make my own oil mixture, you know, but making sure that I put it in a small container, because I can't put any preservatives in any of these things, but I want it to be able to last, because once they're on their own as individual oils, but when I mix it, of course there might be some reaction, and that's why I don't want to mix big batches. I just mix small batches and then I use it up and I mix another set, and it does last me for about 2 weeks or more. So I'm going to show you, this is the body oil and this is my hair oil. I tend to not put body cream on my body, I put body oil, and so far it's been fantastic using that only. So of the kind of person what it actually started is because I keep reacting to things, and I might use it and it's fine in the beginning. After a couple of weeks or a couple of months, then I start reacting, and I'm wondering what I'm reacting to. And reaction is not necessarily always on my skin, so it's not necessarily on my skin that I'll have the reaction. Sometimes it might be that I become ill, so I might start having migraines, or my head, back of my eye, it keeps pounding, or I might have an ear infection, I'm coughing. It's just different ways that my body shows me that there's something that I'm putting in on it or inside it that it doesn't like. So I started doing this, and so far it's been good. So I'm going to show you the oils and I'll tell you which ones that I put in both. So I have the Batana oil, which I mixed into the mask, but I also put it in the hair oil one. Yeah. And then I have Amla oil, which I also put in the hair oil one, but Amla is also very good for the body, so I put it in the body one too. And then I have the aloe vera oil, which I put in the hair one, but aloe vera is also good for the skin, so I put it in that one too. Then I have the dark Jamaican castor oil, which I put on the hair. And then I've got argan oil. It's getting old because every time I keep shoving it, it keeps spoiling. And when I get more argan oil, I pour it inside here because I like the fact that it's easier to use this to remove it. So this shows you that I use argan oil a lot. So I have argan oil that I put in the hair oil product. Then I have the essential oils. So eucalyptus I put in the hair oil and on my body one. Then I have let's see, bergamot, which I put on my body one. Then I have this yangla, which I put on my body. It's also good for the hair. And then I have the grapefruit, which I put in the body one. Then I have pak choy, which I put in the body one. I have lemongrass, which I put in the body one, and it smells so good. It makes my body oil smells amazing. Then I have the chamomile Roman dilute, which I put in both the hair and the body one. Chamomile is very good at relaxing you. So I have another chamomile, which is just a plain chamomile one. So as this one I would put in my hair product. I have the peppermint, which I put in the hair one, and the body. Peppermint is also very good for the body. It's very calming, relaxing. And I have the rosemary oil, which I put in the hair product. Rosemary oil is also very good for the body, so I put it in that one. Then I have I've got black castor oil. This is just black castor oil, and that's the dark Jamaican black castor oil. So I put this, and if you notice, they have this, which I can just squeeze and just take a drop or 2 drops of put in it. And I'm very, very careful how much drops I'm putting in all of this. Not because they're going to do anything to my body. It's just because I end up filling up this and I haven't even put most of the oil. So I always put very little amount, and those little amount all add up to fill up this. So I've shown you that one. That's this one. Ginger oil. These are all essential oil. These smaller ones are all essential oil. So the ginger essential oil I put in the hair one. It doesn't smell of ginger, so don't worry. And then I have cedarwood. Cedarwood I put on the body one, and essential oil again. Then I have this, which is lavender, and I put the lavender one in my body oil. You can also put in the hair one, so sometimes I do put in the hair one. I have fennel sweet, which I put in both the hair and the body one. And then I have, again, that's a big cedarwood oil, so I have two of it. And then this one is the rosemary oil, big rosemary oil, which I put in both the body and the hair one. This is avocado oil, which I put in the hair one. It's also good for the body, so sometimes I put it on the body one too. And I have clary sage, which I put in my body oil. And then I have frankincense, which I put in the body one. So these are not all of it. I'm going to show you more oil that I put, and I'll tell you in which ones that I put it. So I'm going to pause this and I'll go show them to you. Okay, so here are more oils that I put on my body. So on this side, I put the hair product stuff. All those things that I've shown you, I've just stuck them all in here. Apart from the cream, the mask cream, which I put some in the bathroom and some in a drawer in my living bedroom, where so that if I finish some, I can get another one. Also put it, mix it, leave it where I also use my daily moisturizing oil on. Anyway, so let's look at what's here. So I've shown you the amla oil, and I've shown you the batana oil, and I've shown you the amla oil. So we'll move on. So I have a grapeseed oil. Again, I put this in my body one, and I also put it in the hair one. Then I have the extra virgin oil, olive oil, which I put both in the hair and the body one. And then I have the flaxseed oil, which I put it both in the body and the hair oil. And this is called Single Bible Sahara. It's got 100% aloe vera in it. You can see it's almost finished. I put some of it in the body one, and I put some of it in the hair one. Then I have this, which is Amla Oil 3-in-1. It's got Shikaikai, Brahmi, and it's good for the hair. But I also put it both in the hair and the body one. Again, I've got hairs on my body. Okay, not that much hair, but still, my hair, they all need moisturizing. Then I put aloe vera. So this is my aloe vera gel. It's got 99.9% aloe vera. I put it in, when I'm mixing my hair mask, I put it into that. But also I have a hairspray, a water spray, called a liquid spray. Let me not call it water, liquid spray. So what I do is I don't put this in the oil. What I do is put it in this. So inside this, I have got rosemary water in it. Then I put a little bit of the aloe vera, and the other thing that I put is MSM. So again, mix it up, and then every evening, just splash it on my hair. So just to moisturize my hair and to wet it and to give it all this goodness and benefits to it. And then these are all the things I used to put in. I always put on my hair when I would color my hair in order to protect my hair. But the last couple of months, because I haven't taken the time to look after my hair and put all these things on my hair got damaged by the dye, and it was pretty much damaged. Whereas before it was fine. I've had it for years. It was natural, healthy. When I go out, people don't even believe that it's my hair. But that's because I was looking after it and I was using all this product to take care of it. But then I stopped. I got lazy, but not really necessarily lazy. I was so overwhelmed with work, and when I got home, I'm so tired. When I do my hair, I wanted to just wash my hair and get on with my day. And my sole purpose of washing my hair then became that I needed to get it clean, because if after more than a week I haven't washed my hair, my whole face will break up in acne and my whole back will break up in acne. The ones on my face will clear up, but the ones on my back will leave black spots on it. So because of it, I would wash my hair just solely to keep it clean and to stop my face getting acne and my back getting acne. But I wasn't doing the extra that I was always doing to, care for my hair, which is using all these products. I also stopped using the body oil because I didn't have time to mix it. So I was just using the normal creams that I would buy in the shop. I would just quickly go into the shop, buy a cream, put on my body. And again, my body was getting dry and so on. So when I cut off the hair and decided to start regrowing it, because I tried treating it, if you look at the other video, I tried treating it, but it wasn't working. I know it might work for some people, but it was not working on my hair at all. It was just making my hair feel weird and pasty looking, and I don't know how to describe. It was just horrible. So I just cut it all off. And so I decided to start from the beginning and try to give myself time. I have been very busy, 2 weeks on, been very, very busy. I'm going to be very busy next week. Today's bank holiday, so I decided to use this day and mix up everything that I need, treat my hair and fade, because I'm always standing, walking about, walking up and down the escalators to get to where I need to get to, and I'm tired. So hence the reason I'm treating myself today. So let's continue with showing you the things that I put in. So again, I put West Indian castor oil, which I put on the hair one and the body one. And I've got castor oil, which I put on the hair and the body one. Then I've got, this is almost finished, coconut oil cream, again put in the, so when you buy it, it might come very liquidy, but if you leave it for a while, especially if you live in the UK, where the weather is mostly cold all the time, it will just congeal this way. But it's still fine, which is fine with me anyway, because it means that the whole tub is not spilling everywhere. So I just use a spoon and scoop the amount I want and put it into the bottle. And then I have this carrot oil, which I use for my body. And then I have the this is, what is it called again? Almond oil. So this is almond oil, and again I put it both in the body and the hair one. And this is papaya oil. If you notice, they're all finishing, so I need to go replace them, but I don't have space to put them, so I'm waiting for them to completely finish and then I would replace it. So this is papaya oil, which I use on my body, so I put it in the body oil one. And I've got vitamin E oil, which I put in the what's it called, in the body and the hair one. And then I've got this, which is the Vitica natural hibiscus oil, which I put in the body oil. So these are all the things that I put. Now the one thing I have not shown you is this glycerin. Now I buy them from places like Boots, or you can get it from a pharmacy. You don't need prescription. You can even get it like from Tesco, Sainsbury's. They would have this. So I got this glycerin. It's very moisturizing. And so when I put all those oil, somebody was saying, oh, you're using so much oil, they're not necessarily moisturizing. I put this glycerin, which is moisturizing. Aloe vera is also very moisturizing. So I put this into the oil. I've got so many bottles. Well, I bought 3 bottles and I'm on the last one now, which is this one. And put it in the oil, so that gives me the balance and the moisturization that I need on my body. And this is amazing, So whenever I use this, people always ask me, oh, what kind of oil do you put on your body? Your body looks so nice. And I don't know how to explain it. I just say to them, I just mix oils and put them together. Some I've put some in a small container and given to somebody, and they said they used it up and they said, oh my god, this is so nice, can you make more and give it to me? And I don't have time to be mixing oils and giving to people. I don't even have time for myself, much less have time to give to oil. But it was just a testament of somebody else who has used the oil and they really, really loved it. Also, it's very healing. So if you have like bruises and so on, it heals the bruises. and clears the skin, and it's really, really nice. Again, somebody might say, oh, you're spending so much money on oil and essential oils and so on. But then if I'm buying the actual product, like buying a brand product, I'm going to be spending a lot of money buying those. And some of them has things in it that that are chemicals that I shouldn't be using on my body or my hair. And so it's easier for me to do this where I'm using 100% natural oils, and I know what's inside my oil that I'm putting on my body and my hair. So that's why I do that. So this is the other oil, the essential oil I just shown you. So I prefer to do that. Plus it lasts a really long time. I spend that money, but it stays for a really long time, because remember, I'm putting small tiny amounts of each into my container. So when I put these tiny amounts into the container, which is this sort of container, it fills up, and I'm only using just this for the 2-3 weeks that it lasts, and then it finishes, then I refill again, put in tiny more. So in the end, that money that I've spent actually stretches. Whereas I go and buy a body cream and then it finishes and I have to buy another one, it finishes, and it's not necessarily good for my body. Plus I live in a country where the weather is changing all the time. In one day you can have 3 seasons. It could rain, it could be very sunny, it could hail, it will be freezing cold, it will be very windy. Right now is kind of cold and windy, and all that change is affecting the body, the skin. So this oil is so good that it helps me a lot. So that's why I use them. So now let's move on to the next thing that I said I was going to do. Now, this is the container that I usually use to mix my hair products. So the other two that I've just used, that I showed you, were finishing. So I decided to use that instead of using these ones. Now, if you remember, I told you I was using cassia henna. Look at the container. You see how clean it is? Not stained. So the other container, I'm just going to open it. I'll show it to you. So the other container, look at the inside. You see? And it's not that stained, so that's what the cassia does, and it lets my bathroom clean. That's why I like using it. But now I'm going to use the henna. I'm not going to use so much henna that is going to really badly stain everywhere, the walls in my bathroom, the bathtub. So that's why I want to mix it with the cassia, still get the benefit of the henna with the Lawson dye and the henna with the cassia one. So that's those two for now. I'm gonna close this properly in a minute. Now for my food, I'm going to be using this. So I'm gonna put Epsom salt. This is a vanilla Epsom salt. Smells so good. See, I've got to this point where it's almost finished. You can get this in any shop. I actually found this in Sam. It used to be called Sam 99, but it's now called Sam. I saw this in it and it's so much cheaper. So I bought about 3 bags and I gave one out to somebody. Gave another one to someone. So I've been using this one and it's got down. And I'm going to put a lot, just a little amount in it. And then I'm also going to put this herbal plant food clean, which I bought from, where did I get that from? I don't remember. But it has a herbal mixture. It looks like a tea bag, so I'm just going to show you the inside. So that's what the inside looks like. It's just like a tea bag. You just take one and put it inside the where your food bath. So there's 10 pieces inside here. Now I got 2 packs of it, so this is the second one. I just opened it today. I haven't opened it out completely, so I'm going to put it in this. So I bought this, and this is for the food, for me to use to soak my feet. So I put some hot water inside here, put one of these inside in, and you can put 2 if you want, and the vanilla Epsom salt. You can put no more Epsom salt. Just put that, soak my feet while I go through my meal and so on. So I can soak it till when the water completely goes cold, and then I can empty it out. And then once that's done, just clean this out. This comes out. So I'll just show you in a bit. So this comes out and you can just wash it out. then spread it outside, leave it to dry, and once it's dry you fold it right back. So the reason why I got this particular one is because of storage space, so it's so much easier to me to just fold everything in. So this is when you can put it right back in again when you want to use it, and then when you're trying to put them away, so it's so much easier to put it away. So I'm using one hand. Let me just show you what it looks like once it's been folded. Okay, so I've pushed one side down, so I just push the other side down and then push that. I'm doing it with one hand, so it's a bit messy though, and that's again my OCD talking. So just press it down, just tuck it in, and it's flat folded. Then I have this bag, which is one of the bags from when I ordered clothes and it came through, so I use that. Just put it inside this bag and zip lock it and then keep it away, so you'll see how flat it is and it just stores away easily. So that's what I'm going to be using for my footrest today. So now the rest of the things I'm going to do is do my laundry. I need to separate them between white colors and dark colors, so there'll be 3 rounds of washing and spread it. Then I'm going to clean up the house and put the product on my hair. It's almost 1 hour. No, it's not up to 1 hour, but it's almost 1 hour. But by the time I finish doing all of those things, it should be at least minimum 1 hour that I've been soaking my mask, and I can apply my hair and then sit back, read my emails. Once I've washed it, conditioned it, then I'm going to steam my hair. And after steaming, so the thing is that when you put the mask in, you can actually steam the hair. So I'm just going to leave it on my hair for about an hour, and then towards the end of that 1 hour I'm going to steam my hair for about half an hour and then go wash it off, then shampoo it out, wash, condition, normal conditioner, and just the only reason I'm using the shampoo and conditioner is just because there's a lot of grain on that in this mask cream that I've mixed, and I need to wash it all out. And also the shampoo and conditioner ends up leaving my hair smelling really nice instead of smelling heavy. Not that the henna smells bad to me, because when I mix it I actually don't mind the smell, but it could also be that I've got so used to it that I'm good with it. But I like to use the shampoo to give it a nice smell, and the conditioner to just more like for washing it than leaving it really to do much on it. And after that, then I can go soak my feet and continue with the rest of my day and have some breakfast. I'm going to have some cornflakes and granola, and that will be it for today. So that's me for today, sharing with you what I'm going to be doing. I can't film the whole of the day because that defeats the purpose of me trying to relax and rest and so on. So just wanted to share what I'm doing today, and I'll catch you next time. Take care. Bye bye. Okay, so I've loosened the braids, and this is how much the hair has grown. This head side is still, let me see if I can get it. Yeah, so it's still very thin here and still very thin here, but the rest of it is growing. So I'm going to shampoo it, and I'll show you what I'm shampooing it with. Okay, so I'm just gonna use this Boots shampoo. It's called Extra's hair care to shampoo out the hair. So let's see what it looks like after I've done that. So I've combed out my hair before I get to wash it, so it shows you better, you know, what it looks like. But it's very, very important that you comb out your hair before you shampoo it. It saves you a whole world of detangling later. So let's go wash it. Oh, I forgot to mention, I want to show you how much hair that I lost just from combing it just now. So I'm just going to turn the camera around. Okay, so that's how much hair I've lost. It's not too much anyway. So unlike before where I was shedding so much more hair, from the last video you could see, but this one just a little hair, so that's okay. I'm gonna wash it down. Okay, so I've finished washing my hair and I've applied the henna mixture on my hair, so that's what it looks like. And that's what it looks like. See if you can see it better. It looks a bit brownish, sort of. Okay, so now after I've done that, the next thing I'm going to do is to wrap my hair with a cling film. But this is my hand from applying it. So see what it's supposed to look like, and then see that's the stain. And I'm going to show you my other hand, and that's it. So I'm trying to film from above my neck because I didn't want anything staining my clothes, so I took the top off. So I'm going to wrap you in a cling film, and once I've done that, I'm going to show you what it looks like. Then I'm going to leave it to sit for maybe minimum 1 hour. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, so I've wrapped my hair with cling film. That's how I've done it. That's the top. And so I'm just gonna sit like this for a minimum of 1 hour, and then I'll wash it off. The cling film means that the heat that is coming from my head is going to warm up the henna and help it to do whatever it needs to do. And then I can wash it off. So in the meantime, I've mopped my house, remaining the laundry, but I can't do that now because some of the clothes I'm wearing, I need to put it in the laundry as well. So I'm just gonna go have breakfast. And you're gonna wonder why I'm having breakfast now. It's actually, let me see what the time is. It's 2:10 and I'm having breakfast. Oh well. So I'm going to go off and come back when I've rinsed it off, and to show you what it looks like after I've rinsed it off. Okay, so it's 2 hours 23 minutes and the dye has been sitting on my hair. So this is what it looks like. You see the part that doesn't look like it's got hair? Well, when I flatten my hair, you can see the baby hair that's growing there. But when it's not flattened, you can barely see it. See that? That's the rest of it. That's the top. I hope you're able to see it anyway. So anyway, I'm just gonna go wash it off now, and let's see what it looks like after I've washed it. Okay, so I've rinsed it out. This is what it looks like. So it's kind of colored, the part that was blonde is colored and it looks brownish, which I don't mind too much anyway. And then the black hair looks a little bit brown and black too. So see the hair, this hair here is sort of like a gray hair that I've always had since when I was in nursery school, primary school. I've always seen this gray hair. So now anyway, look at what it looks like. I don't know if it's clear, you can see. So it looks kind of like silvery color, blackish silvery color. Then the blonde part is looking brownish. So you see, and if you notice that I have different colors in my hair, like I mentioned before, and this is because of my natural hair color. So I don't know if you can see, I have different colors of hair. That comes from just my natural hair. So see, the henna has dyed different colors. But anyway, that's what it looks like. And then I'm just gonna go have a shower now, dry out my hair and get ready for tomorrow. I'm gonna braid it down again so that I can leave it in protective style and be able to use a wig that protects my hair while the hair is self growing. I'm also going to put some hair moisturizing products and so on. So that's it for this video. Let's see, you see here, you can see the little hair that are growing on here. But I used to fuss too much about it, but I know that this is natural. There's some people who their hair here doesn't grow that much, and I happen to be one of them. But if by some miracle this henna makes it start growing longer, that's nice. If not, that's how my hair is. It always has, like, it's not bald, it's just a tiny baby hair that's always around here. So that's it. Well, the most important thing to me is the shedding, and it's not shedding too much, so that's the hair. All right, that's it for today. Take care and bye bye. Okay, so this is the next day. I braided the hair. This is how I've braided it, but I'm not gonna go out this way because it's freezing cold. If it was proper summer, I wouldn't mind, get fresh air into my head. But because it's super cold, I'm gonna just be putting a wig. So I'm just gonna put one wig on. That is the one I'm gonna be going out with now, and I'll show it to you. Okay, so I've put on my wig now. So this is what it looks like. So then this means that my hair is protected from the elements when I go outside. So that's the end of this video. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye bye.